Hi guys, Peter Finch here and I'm joined by Andy Gorman, putting guru, expert, all-round nice guy, and we've done loads and loads of videos from down here at Andy's studio at Wishaw Golf Club, and got another drill. Now this is a drill which I would class as one of the most infuriating drills that you can use, but the payoff from it can actually be quite large.
It is.
It's very good. So we just got a hole reduction drill. So just talk us through the thought process around this drill.
The thought process is that if we practice something that's harder than the actual task, then mentally it becomes easier for us when we get out on the golf course because the hole will look like a bucket, in theory. Of course, you do want to see some positive response from this task. So, the idea is that we can reduce the aperture of the hole. A golf ball will go in the hole pretty much around its sort of axis. So if we were to put the ball in width there, as long as the majority of the golf ball is inside the edge of the hole, then actually the hole's pretty wide.
Yeah, as long as that pace is okay, it's going to be dropping in. Yeah.
This area here, as you can see, we're going to see the golf ball sort of dropping into the hole. But if we reduce it now to less than the width of two golf balls with the reducer that we've got in here, then you're asking yourself a really difficult question. Can I get the golf ball to start on the line that then allows me to putt through there? So if we had a little bit of break on this putt, this will be even more difficult.
Yes, indeed.
Because we're looking at break as well as the pace. And this is where you can advance the skill. And of course we can make this more difficult, as you've seen.
Yes.
There are 4 basic options available in here. So we're down to just under 3 inches here, 2.5 inches, and then it's down to just 2 inches here, 2 1/4 and 2 inches. So actually less than half the width of the hole.
And this kind of little rounded piece of plastic, you can kind of get these kind of training aids, but you can also just use T-pegs. Yeah. Just use T-pegs around the hole.
Just put 2 T-pegs in front, just 2 tall ones, so that you remember that the golf ball's got to get past the tip of the top of the T-peg as well. And just set yourself up. If you start off with maybe a finger either side of it, that will give you approximately 3 inches, which is what we're looking at here. So, that gap is going to be pretty tight. We're going to get Pete to do it because he's had a lesson.
Thanks.
And of course, if there's 2 of you practicing this, again, just add the juices to us. Don't go too long, Pete. Just don't put too much. It's not about putting too much pressure on. It's about toughening up the practice. So if we can get the ball to go through that gap, then we're basically looking at a putt that would have gone in. That's where we can rest a little bit on our balls. It would have gone in, but actually we've failed the task.
Yeah, exactly.
So adding that little bit of extra spice to what we're trying to achieve.
I remember this is a drill that I used to use. See, this is a drill I used to use kind of quite a lot.
And use it, and now doesn't because it's difficult.
It does. Thing is, it does work. It does work, yeah. But when you're on the actual kind of putting green, and you're using this drill and you're kind of hitting putt after putt after putt, go for that, which is kind of like, it's just hitting the T-peg like I used to use, or kind of this divided, it's just not going in. It's kind of like, it's so kind of frustrating that you've holed a putt, but because of the actual game, it forces you to get another one and hit the centre of the hole,
You're narrowing in your target and your specific point of focus. Now, of course, we could go through the pre-shot routine, line the ball up.
Yes,
up,
absolutely.
Which would then mean the task becomes more achievable because we're actually doing things that are according to how we would go ahead and play out on the golf course.
Actually do on the course. But no, this is such a, it is a Marmite drill.
Oh.
You're either going to love it or you hate it, but unlike Marmite, you will actually get a reward from it as well, even if you do love it or hate it. But no, such a very simple drill to use. I have used this drill as well when I've kind of got set up from a static position with a couple of T-pegs either side of the putter head as well, just to make sure we've got that kind of centered strike. Yeah, all this stuff. So it's a very adaptable type of drill that can be used in a lot of different situations. Give it a go. It will be pretty much guaranteed to kind of change maybe a little bit your focus as well when you're on the course, about really seeing the hole as being a lot wider than it is. Yeah. But it'll also change your focus on your practice to get the centre of that hole. I'm even getting wound up just thinking about it, but it will work.
But also to help you, you may want to put a T-peg directly behind and then focus on the T-peg.
Give that your mental focus.
Yes,
Yeah.
so that we really are honing in. So yes, we're trying to putt between two tees, but actually we're putting towards the one that's behind the hole. And that will hone in your focus more.
I suppose if you do get trapped in that mindset of just trying to get it through the first two, you forget about actually running it through and into the hole. You just focus on getting it through that kind of gate.
That's right, and actually makes the aperture, narrower, because the pace is affecting everything. So the lack of pace is affecting everything. It could, could kick off anything at that point in time. I mean, it could be a blade of grass that's sticking up, a seed head that, anything that's on the green itself that can make it a bit more difficult. A little bit of pace as he's going through there, put towards that T-peg behind, and that'll sharpen your focus even more.
Awesome. Right, guys, fantastic drill. Hopefully we've not put you off it by that description, but no, give it a go and let us know how you get on. Andy, thank you very, very much for that.
Pleasure,
Please comment in the box below, let us know what you think, what are your favourite drills as well. Subscribe to the channel, go into the description and follow Andy on all these social media platforms as well. Well worth it, and some more information about this studio down here as well. So guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.